It's not too late. Here's Ginger Z.
The UN issues its alarming new climate report, warning the Earth is warming much faster than they thought.
Unprecedented events are now becoming common, and scientists all point to one thing.
Unequivocally, humans are causing climate change, and some of our most extreme weather events have a link to that change.
2021 brought a code red for humanity.
Western Germany, days of heavy rain wiping away entire communities.
Siberia is normally one of the coldest places on the planet, but it's currently covered in wildfires.
The mayday calls of climate change are roaring around the globe.
The melt here is accelerating, and it's contributing to the rise in global sea levels. So from London to New York, from New Orleans to Shanghai, what happens here in Greenland affects all of us.
But you don't have to travel far to hear them.
Oh my God, you guys!
This year we saw climate extremes in our own backyard.
Water just came in fast.
Storms are changing, and the fingerprints of humans are on that change.
Today, we are living what science has predicted for decades, starting with megadroughts.
We are advancing a drought emergency.
Over the past 2 decades, the water level here at Lake Mead has decreased by 130 feet.
It gives a sense of how quickly these droughts can just cut our water supply in half.
And on the other side of the country, where it's raining, it's pouring.
My mother's stuck in her house because of the water. Somebody coming through my back door.
Extremes were evident when Hurricane Ida rapidly intensified off the Louisiana coast.
The wind gusts reaching a reported 172 miles per hour.
The whipping winds of Hurricane Ida on Canal Street.
A major hurricane over land for 9 hours. That's something that's never happened in recorded history.
This entire town is submerged.
The rain just kept coming. It wouldn't stop coming. The rain wouldn't stop.
We have to know where the rest of Ida is going. In New York City, we have had the wettest summer on record. When you add a half a foot really quickly, we will see problems. For the first time in recorded history, a flash flood emergency for all 5 boroughs of New York City. More than 7 inches of rain in just a few hours. And we can't forget when the polar vortex brought the costliest winter event in U.S. history.
It looks and feels like we're in Iowa, but this is Dallas, Texas.
More than 10 million people in Texas without power for more than a week.
We have been without power for 60 hours now and without water for about 24.
But in the Pacific Northwest, a crippling heat wave.
Incredible numbers out there, something we've never seen here in Western Oregon or in southwestern Washington.
This year proved the stakes could not be higher.
What do we want? Climate justice!
As extremes reshape our planet, there are also innovations showing us that it's not too late.
On day 1, I signed the paperwork to rejoin the Paris Climate Agreement.
From renewable energy like wind power, wind energy, it only makes up 8% of our power grid in this nation for now, but that's about to change. 5 offshore wind turbines can produce enough energy for 17,000 homes. To the mineral that is crucial for electrifying our world and reducing auto emissions.
50% of all passenger vehicles sold by 2030 will be electric.
Here at Silver Peak, they're not mining rock, they're farming lithium. There are even ways to capture carbon from the air.
What you're seeing is essentially a vacuum for the sky. It is sucking in that problematic CO2 that warms our atmosphere and injecting it into the ground. Carbon capture.
Using 3D printers. If we can't grow coral naturally or it's dying rapidly, we print it.
We print the base, we attach coral fragments, and we make them grow.
And building a new type of city as sea levels rise. The world's first true floating city will begin construction.
We call this scarless cities. It's just renting space from nature.
This is about ensuring that the environmental conditions that have made this planet habitable for us, that they actually continue.
We are, after all, the greatest problem solvers to have ever existed on Earth.
Sir David Attenborough, the legendary documentary filmmaker and naturalist, offered this message of hope to the UN Climate Change Conference in November.
In my lifetime, I've witnessed a terrible decline. In yours, you could and should witness a wonderful recovery.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.